The boys are back. The boys are back in town.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? It's been a few days since the last stream. Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody's enjoying their holiday season. Christmas Eve stream today, Christmas Day tomorrow. We're going to try to get some basketball streams in there late tomorrow. Try to see if we can get that Lakers Rockets game. But, football Sunday coming up, week 17. We're going to get into as much of it as possible. But first and foremost, as always, I'm your host, Caleb Rosario, joined by my host, Brendan. How are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Excited for this Christmas season, man.
Man, it's
Our
best
our
time
first Christmas, man.
For our first our first Christmas on the BTS pod, and first of many, many more to come. Hopefully. So yeah, man, before we start this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Push this channel out to however many people you got, man. However many people share this with me, share this with them as a Christmas gift. Hey, subscribe. That helps us out. It's a great Christmas gift for us as well. But yeah, man, as you guys can see by the title, we're gonna go over some things. But we're gonna start off with the NFL playoff picture currently standing. Obviously, our Week 16 review going into Week 17. A very, very pivotal week this past week with the games that were played, the way they played out. Insane games from Bears, Packers, walk-off touchdown by Caleb Williams in overtime to Detroit Lions losing on a crazy play at the end of the game. Steelers looking like they are poised to maybe win one or two playoff games in there. And we're going to talk about it all. So, yeah, man, what stood out to you in Week 16? Because a couple of things stood out to me. I'm gonna pull up at some point. I'm gonna put up in a couple minutes here the way the standings are right now, and not much probably will change from then on. But we're gonna talk about it. What do you think?
I was very disappointed in the Lions.
Yeah,
even though I wanted the Steelers to win, so I'm a huge Steelers fan. I mean, well, not a huge Steelers fan. I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan.
Yeah.
Yes, so Aaron Rodgers is my all-time. So I'm a Steelers fan by association. And so therefore, I'm glad that my boy Aaron Rodgers got his win, and he was talking his stuff. He said, "Hey, you want me to help you? You mad? You slowing?" Hey, he was trolling. I love it, Aaron. So, but yeah, I was shocked though that they beat them.
I was too.
So I mean, Aaron Rodgers played pretty well too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't like he just, was just chilling. Like, he played pretty well.
No, he played well. Jaylen Warren was awesome. Kenneth Gainwell, who's obviously, came from the Eagles over the last couple of years, won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, went on to get some money for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think on a 3-year deal they got him, and he's been playing well as well. They have a really good duo of running back there. They have 17 tight ends, led by Darnell Washington, who's an absolute monster.
I mean, just a mountain of a man.
We can get into the DK thing real quick, but I think DK Metcalf, man, he $60 million he voided off of that thing that he did.
He seems like he's always disgruntled. So
no matter where he goes, it's always a thing, and that's a huge thing for wide receivers, which we're going to get into, which is crazy. That wide receivers are just divas, bro. They just are. They
have to be.
Like, to be that level. Sometimes even guys that aren't at that level are divas anyway.
But Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, like talking like you somebody. Like, you ain't done nothing in this league, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the talent's the reason why these guys are number ones is because they're very talented. But there's also
some of them.
Well, there's things that come with it. It default by team that maybe you just be the number one because your team stinks.
I'm about to say.
You know what I mean?
Because Hunter Renfrow should never be a number one.
Hunter Renfrow is a good slot receiver, though.
Yes.
If he's your number 3, that's a good receiving core right there. But yeah, he can't be your number 1 receiver. No, absolutely not. But yeah, I mean, that right there, and the Steelers aren't out of the woods yet, though. The Ravens losing to the Patriots obviously hurt them. Lamar Jackson is dealing with a back injury, but the Ravens, like the Steelers, need to beat the Browns in order for the Ravens to be eliminated, which I do think they'll beat the Browns. But
maybe.
them AFC North division matchups, and my boy Shador, but I'm saying them AFC North division matchups always are like 13-9, and you know what I mean, like somebody, you know what I'm saying. So it's like the Steelers need to win to clinch a playoff spot on Sunday. The Ravens need the Steelers to lose to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they also need to win. And then that game in Week 18 will most likely be for the division. So, which do you think the Steelers win on Sunday to clinch their playoff spot?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. I
And the
think
Kings are hot right now.
even
They are
if
hot.
we were in a good position to win it, Stefanski will find a way.
Yeah, like it'll be like Browns could be up 10 going into the fourth. Something's gonna happen. Something will happen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's been sabotaging all year. So I'm wondering if it's coming from the top.
Could be because they didn't want him. So yeah.
No,
But
the top wanted him. No, they wanted him.
one of the assistant generals was like pissed that they picked him.
Well, they
The
wanted.
GM wanted him, yes, the GM did.
Yeah, I'm about to say GM wanted him, and then Stefanski wanted Gabriel.
Yes. Which
so
I don't get it. I think that's just
me neither.
that right there.
I don't even know what you saw because like I don't know about those weak arm quarterbacks. They don't tend to work out very well.
But that right there is a fireable offense to even want Dylan Gabriel to be your quarterback. So I mean, no disrespect to Dylan Gabriel, I just don't think he's a good quarterback.
A little bit of disrespect.
A little bit, just a tad. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Look, we're gonna look right here. They don't have the playoff bracket up yet because obviously you know it's to be determined. But they do. Obviously, you have the conference seedings. So if you look right here in the AFC, the Denver Broncos are leading the AFC, but they are tied with the New England Patriots for that top spot. But they do have the tiebreaker over the Patriots right now. And Jacksonville is Trevor Lawrence playing the best football of anybody over the last 4 weeks. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Liam Cohen looks like he's just been a godsend for that franchise. Yep. You know, the defense is very opportunistic, very, very turnover heavy. They cause a lot of problems for offenses. And with that running game, ETN's been well, you know what I mean? And the Jacoby Myers, obviously they just extended him. He's been awesome. And, you know, Brian Thomas Jr. has become the number 2 on that team, which, I mean, his time there could be up. They could be looking for a trade this offseason. But as far as looking at it right now, they're 11-4. You know, they have a path to the number 1 seed. You know what I mean? The Steelers obviously need to clinch on Sunday, which I think they will. The Chargers at 11-4, which actually shocks me. I thought they were more of like, you know, kind of that 10-7 team. I thought they were more going to be that. I did think they were going to make a playoff spot this year. I just didn't think they were going to be this solid.
Because nobody expected the Chiefs to be this bad.
That's also a very good point. That's very true. The Bills also at 11-4. This is a gauntlet, bro. This is an absolute gauntlet of a like playoff. Just it doesn't make sense.
Are you going to Charlotte?
And then it goes. Houston is the number 7 seed right now at 10-5, which is wild, right? You know what I mean? The Indianapolis Colts lost to the San Francisco 49ers. It looks like their season is pretty much over.
They got Cam Newton.
Yeah, all right.
What do you mean? Over Phillip Rivers?
Man, I'm not choosing Cam Newton over anybody. Please stop.
Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, I get it. But Cam Newton ain't going to. They would have been the same exact position. It wouldn't have been nothing. They would have been the same exact position.
Yeah, but he's better than Phillip Rivers.
Well, Phillip Rivers threw for like 3 bills against the 49ers. So Cam Newton ain't doing that.
You don't know that.
I do know that. But
yeah.
I don't like. I'm telling you, Cam Newton's not. He's not that. Like he's just not. He's not that guy. But yeah, at Phillip Rivers over at 4. Okay, he should be better than Phillip Rivers at 44 years old. Got you. He should be.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yes. So when you look at the AFC, what do you think will change, or do you think if anything changes? Do you think that
New England could overtake them, but they would have to? The Broncos have to lose, and I don't think they had a hard schedule from when we looked at it last time, right?
No. Denver has Broncos schedule. They play the Chiefs and the Chargers. So Chargers could be a game, but also Broncos if they're solidified.
That's not an easy.
No. But it's a matter of if the Broncos are solidified the number 1 seed this week. You talking about the Chiefs?
Chiefs are easy. That's an easy game, but the Chargers, that could be a decent game.
No, but I'm saying as far as if the Broncos clinch the number 1 seed, they're probably going to sit their starters in that week, so it doesn't matter.
Because they're going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, if New England loses this week and Broncos win, they solidify the number 1 seed.
So, but that's if New England loses.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm saying it's not like it can't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you play your starters though if they win?
If New England wins? No, you want that 1 seed. You want it to come through
so you're gonna play your starters
in that week, yes. But Could the Chargers end up sitting their guys if they're locked into that 5 seed? Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? If they're locked into that 5 seed, which they very well could be, they also could sit their guys, which could be an easy win for Denver. Now, I'm still if I know that I haven't clinched the 1 seed, if I'm Denver, I'm playing my starters without a doubt. I don't care who we're playing against, because you want it to come through Denver. You know what I mean? You don't want to have to go on the road for an NFC Championship game. And the Denver Broncos do not really score on the road that well. So yeah, I mean, from what I see right now, I don't think anything changes, bro. I think it stays the way it is. And I think this is like the AFC is going to be what it is right now. The Bills could, I mean, if the Chargers lose one of them games, could take that number 5 seed and the Chargers be the 6. But that's it. That's all I see happening.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything else? Yeah, that you think?
Nah, too much. Everything else is pretty much circumstantial.
Very much, yeah. Sure.
Like you gotta like be perfect basically to get anything else.
That's true.
The Ravens are out, right? They're done.
No, they have to win out, and Steelers have to lose out.
Oh, okay, so yeah, they're done.
Yeah, that's true. Looking at the NFC here, bro, this is wild. This is a wild thing right here. Seattle comes off a win against the Rams in a crazy game on Thursday to overtake the number 1 seed and drop the Rams to the 6th seed right now. With the 49ers win on Monday. So,
hey, I told you Tampa Bay could mess around and get up out of there.
Oh, I told you that too. I told you that too. I told you.
Bryce Young.
Bro, they don't have a 7-game losing streak, bro.
Look at Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, hey man, it's gonna be awesome to see him, get to the playoffs for the first time in his career, and unfortunately, you're gonna see him get spanked in the first round.
Yeah, I was about to say he's getting beat on though. Like
Chicago pretty much looks like they are going to be solidified as the number 2 seed. Well, maybe not the number 2 seed, but as the division winner in the NFC North because of that win against Green Bay. And now Green Bay is kind of hanging on for dear life. Not really, but they need to win 2, and Detroit needs to win 2. Green Bay needs to win on Sunday in order to knock Detroit out and solidify themselves as a playoff team. So, what do you think changes in the NFC? There is a path for the Eagles to the number 2 seed, but they need some help from another team to beat Chicago. Other than that, it looks like they could be stuck at that 3rd seed.
Are they? No, they got the tiebreaker too, right? You have to beat Chicago. Have to lose twice, wouldn't they?
If they are tied with us, yes, Chicago would have to lose twice, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I mean neither. So they had to have both. So now there's that stand.
You think the number 1 seed changes again between the Rams? Do you think that? And also, if the 49ers win out, they'll be the number 1 seed.
This is insane?
That's wild, right? And they play Seattle in Week 18. So if they beat Seattle in Week 18 and they win their next game on Sunday, they will.
That division has been the best division in football, no question.
Without a doubt, 100%.
Oh, that's a tough one. Can San Fran?
Do you think they beat Seattle?
Seed? I mean, they definitely can. That's the hard part. It's like, will they? I don't know, but can they? Yes. But no, I'm gonna say it's gonna. Is it at Seattle?
I'll tell you right now.
If it's at Seattle, then no, it's gonna stay the same. If it's at San Fran, then yes. I'm gonna bet on the home team winning. Whoever the home team is, they're gonna win it.
See, they got the Bears on Sunday, not an easy win.
Who, the San Fran?
49ers, yeah.
Then it's not changing. Because they're not gonna beat both of them. They'll beat one of them.
Yeah, I don't think they're winning the next 2 for sure. Yeah. So the way it looks, bro, I just think it stays that way. I think it stays this way. I think
good looking bracket.
Like if Carolina wins on Sunday, then Tampa is out, and but if Carolina loses, that Week 18 game will be for that 4th seed, which I really don't think matters. I think either of those teams are a 1 and done.
Both of them, yeah. Hey, who does Carolina have?
Carolina, I'll tell you right now, Carolina.
Because if it's a tie, if they're both the same record, doesn't Carolina still have it, right?
Yes, Carolina has it. Yep.
So if they both go 1-1, it's over. If they both go 0-2, it's over.
They play Seattle on Sunday. So
Oh, so they got lost. That's a loss.
So then it looks like that Week 18 game could come to be for the division in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because Seattle's not trying to lose because they need to keep the 1 seed.
They need to keep the 1 seed. I don't think they want to go on the road in the 5 or 6 seed for sure.
Right. So they're about to bust Carolina up.
Bro, I don't know though. Carolina has been winning games they're not supposed to win.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Seattle's so motivated to keep that 1st seed.
And you don't think the Rams were when they went into Carolina and Stafford had 3 turnovers?
Well, it's not. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like Carolina can't beat them. I for sure think they can beat them.
I just don't think they will because Seattle's gonna be like on. I mean, you gotta think this is the most on edge. Like that was 4 or 5 weeks ago, and they still were number 1 even when they lost that game.
Understood. I get that point. I'm just saying, like, if
at this point Carolina's
defense can for sure cause Seattle's offense fits, because Sam, if you look back at that Rams game, bro, the Rams defense. This is what I'm trying to tell people, bro. The Rams defense is very overrated. Like, that back end is so overrated, and it's just like they can cause pressure on Bryce Young. That's my boy David. He texted me about something on the stream, but we're good. He's tuned in. They can for sure beat them, but it's not like Seattle. See, if you look back at the game, Darnold had 2 picks. Like, Rams shouldn't have lost that game, bro. They just shouldn't have. Darnold gave you 2 turnovers and you didn't capitalize. So if Darnold picks off Carolina, if Carolina picks off Darnold twice in Carolina territory, bro, Bryce Young can for sure. Because if you see, Seattle's defense got smoked as well in that game. Yes, it's Puka, but
they also
didn't have Devontae Adams on the other side to worry about. They just had Puka. You know what I mean? And it's not
but Puka's like that though. I don't know what to tell you.
He is. But it's not like McMillan is a scrub, bro. Like, if they protect Bryce Young, they for sure can cause problems because they can run the football with Hubbard and Dowdle as well. So that game isn't a gimme for Seattle by any means. However, I do think the Panthers do lose, not in a blowout, but in a close game. And that Week 18 game will be in Tampa Bay, which I think the Carolina Panthers will win that game. And they will be the number 4 seed.
Oh, that game is for it.
For the division, yeah. That game would be for the division. Yeah.
Well, Tampa has to win this game too, though, don't they?
Yeah, they have to. And they play, which I don't even know if they can win against anyone. They lost to everybody.
Hey, good and bad. They were like 5-2.
They play the Dolphins, so they're gonna be playing Quinn Ewers in his NFL debut.
Hey, hold on now. He's kind of nice.
Man, get out of here, bro. Ain't about to sit here. Quinn Ewers. Yo, imagine Quinn just dots him up though.
Hey, I swear to God, he will.
Bro, it probably will happen. Like, it probably will. The way the season's going, Quinn Ewers gonna come out there and throw for 320 and 3 tuds, and Tampa gonna be out of there. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But looking at that playoff picture right there, there is no absolute besides that number 4 seed with the NFC. Everybody else is a toss-up playing each other. Everybody else can beat anybody else in a 1-game playoff. Because like I said, Rams are always on the road. Even if they play at home, they're on the road because no one comes to their games that's a fan of them.
Right.
So going on the road isn't a problem for the Rams unless you come to Philly, which you have never won. So, but that's going to be a tough game. Do I want that matchup in the first round? This brings back to the conversation what we talked about not too long ago. Because if we beat them, to me, our toughest opponent is out of the way. And now,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If we do, but
you don't waste time. Just get it over with.
If you don't, you out of there in the first round. When you could have potentially played them for an NFC championship game, which something can go either way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oof. The way it's looking, right now, the way it's looking, if it stays right now, they come to Philly in the first round of the wild card. So if it stays the way it is right now,
that's a crazy way to lose one of the best teams.
One of them is going to be gone in the first round for sure, and that's what's crazy. Like, that's an NFC championship. Same thing what we said about Phillies and Dodgers. That's an NFC championship matchup right there. And if the Rams get that 1 seed, I'm predicting a NFC championship game with the Eagles and the Rams. But that ain't like, now you're going to see that in the wild card round. and you're gonna see somebody in the NFC Championship game that you're like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. You guys got a tough road this time.
yes, we have probably the toughest road of like any.
If you see the Rams and you see the Seattle, I don't know if you can beat both of them.
No, we'll see. Well, no, we'll end up seeing in the first round. We'll see Rams or Seattle in the first round, and then second round probably the AFC North, Chicago or Green Bay, in Green Bay or Chicago. So
and I don't know. You could beat. Well, you could beat them.
Yes, come on.
But I don't think you could beat all three. That's my thing.
I don't think any of these teams can beat all three teams.
Well, somebody has to.
But I just it's hard for me to say.
Well, actually, no. The first team only has to win 2 games, right?
2, right? But
so.
Bro,
they
Sam
got a significant advantage.
Happen, dog. It just is. Like Sam Darnold is a fold waiting to happen. It's going like
he will gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Huh?
It's gonna be in the Super Bowl. He's about to be prime Joe Flacco.
No. If Sam Darnold's not getting to the Super Bowl, bro. He's just not. He will fold. Like the game will come down to Sam Darnold making a play and he will not make it. I'm telling you right now. It's going to happen. Whether or not whoever they play in the first round, whether it be Rams in the first round, whether it be not whether you know what I mean, like they'll play the losing the last seed of whoever comes out of the wild card. So whether it be the Rams, whether it be Green Bay, like they're going to lose in the divisional or the NFC Championship game. They're not going to the Super Bowl. I don't see the Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl because of Sam Darnold. The team itself definitely is capable. I just don't see Sam Darnold for 3 games or 2 games being consistent. I just don't.
I don't know. If he has the ones he got home field, and he's got all the noise and all that stuff, I don't know, man. I don't think he has to be perfect.
They're saying I'm biased. Back to the bowl we go. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Wait, he's an Eagles fan?
My boy is an Eagles fan.
Oh,
all my friends are Eagles fans, bro.
Sorry to hear that, man.
What you mean? We got a bowl. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
You said I'm biased. That's all I need to see.
I'm biased. Back to
it's over.
Nah, bro. We're getting to the NFC Championship game now. Like you said, it is going to be hard to win 3 straight games, and
then I don't know if you could beat Denver or New England too. Those are going to be tough.
New England.
I'm interested. I don't know if you can win all 4 games. I think maybe you could make it though. If you win 3, I think you can make it. But if you win 4, I don't think you can win 4.
So no. This is what I'm telling you. Anyone who comes out of the NFC is winning the Super Bowl. I think anybody.
Really?
I think the NFC, the winner's going to come out of the NFC this year. I just don't see Denver's offense being too consistent enough to compete with the offenses that's in the NFC.
But the Super Bowl is more about defense.
Yeah, but it ain't like these NFC teams got scrubs on defense either. Seattle's 2 points allowed. The Eagles are 3rd in points allowed. The Rams have a great pass rush that can get to either of those quarterbacks.
Yeah, but they give up 30 easy too.
Yeah, they do. You're right. Which is why I don't. If they have to come to Philly, I don't see an issue with that because our defense is very, very good. Very, very.
It's not good enough to stop that.
We've done it already multiple
times.
Puka's
a beast.
Huh?
Puka's a beast.
We've done it. We've done it already. It's not like we haven't.
Nah, not like this though. This is the best that offense has looked.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You did it on the old team. That was the old body.
No,
this is the new body.
Literally, this year we beat them.
I get it, but they were also up.
Yeah, but it's because we stunk. They had the ball in short field the entire game until the second half.
It's funny you say that because when I mentioned that for Mahomes, you don't say that.
What you mean?
Nothing. It's fine. We won't get into that again.
No. I said gonna need more than Puka with our defense. Yeah.
Yeah, we got more than Puka. We got Devontae Adams.
He's hurt. He dealing with a hamstring. You're not even saying he's gonna be healthy.
He's not gonna be hurt by then.
Okay.
I just talked to him. He's all right.
Yeah. That's what you want. That's what you hope because you want the Eagles to lose. That's what you want.
It's not that I want. I just don't think they can win all 4 games. Oh.
Why? Do you think any of those other teams can? I don't see it either. Like, if you say that about the Eagles, you got to say that about Seattle. You got to say about the Rams. You got to say that.
No, because I think they didn't show the lows that you have. I mean, Seattle, I have a problem with, but they don't have to win 2 games, so that makes it a little bit easier. Right now, and then if the Rams, I can see them winning all of them because of how offensive heavy they are, and they've already done it before.
Yeah, but bro, you got to understand is that they are going to face maniacal defenses in the playoffs. Even if they get to the Super Bowl, if they face Denver, That's the number one defense in the NFL.
Yeah, that's tough.
If you
But
face
they can do it though. But that's the number one offense though. I trust an offense versus defense versus you guys are like mid offense. Actually, like pretty bad offensively. And then you have a good defense. I trust that.
Don't worry, that's gonna change, brother. I already know.
Yeah, all right.
I'm telling you right now. NFC Championship game. I'm telling you right now. At least to the NFC Championship game. And depending who we say, I'm saying we're going back to the Bowl. That's what I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Rams defense gonna fool. Regular season was a fluke.
Hey, I believe that though. I'm with that.
Yeah. So,
but I think they can score 35, and 35 is like the magic
not
number
against the
for
Eagles. The Eagles not giving up 35 points to the Rams. I'm telling you right now, that's not happening. I'm telling you right now that is not happening.
I can't wait.
They're not scoring 35 against. So that means you saying it's going to be a blowout.
It's not gonna be a blowout.
So you saying we're going to score 30?
Yeah, you'll be in the game. It's going to be a good game,
bro. It's not going to be a shootout if it's any sort of game. It's not going to be a shootout by any means. I
think so because you're not going to be able to run.
Why are you saying that?
Y'all ain't been able to run all year. I'm not going to just give you the run,
bro. Hold on now. The last 3 games we're averaging 130 yards, and yes, we ran for over 100 yards against the Chargers. So, we acting like the Chargers are scrubs defensively.
Who did y'all play again in those last 3 games?
And who did the Rams?
No. Who did y'all play in the last 3 games?
Who have the Rams?
Oakland.
Stop saying Oakland.
Washington.
Okay.
And the Chargers. And you ran for 100 against the Chargers simply because one run went for like 60.
That's how the games go, Brendan.
I get that, but it's not like you guys were just like running them to death. Like it was like one run and then that was it. That was the only touchdown you scored, matter of fact.
Bro, get me to the playoffs, bro. I cannot wait to prove you wrong. I cannot freaking
wait. Matter of fact, your kicker had more points than your offense did.
Jake Elliott will not see the field in the playoffs.
Stop it. He's the best. It's like that dude from Dallas is insane. You see that one dude make the 73-yarder?
The what?
The one dude made a 73-yarder.
Yeah, we're talking about from Jacksonville?
Yeah, he was in
the preseason.
Obviously, it was in warm-up, so it wasn't like nothing crazy, but that's insane.
That's wild.
Stop making a 35er.
Said, don't worry, give me Barkley 125 rushing this week. We play the Bills this week too, so I'm telling you right now.
125?
125. I'm telling you right now.
So you lucky.
Oh, we beating Buffalo. We are beating Buffalo.
I think so too.
Right now.
I think so.
Beating
too.
Buffalo.
We're at Buffalo?
Huh? We at Buffalo, yeah. If we run for 125, we win the game for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if y'all gonna run for 125.
Why?
That's a lot. And y'all
he running for 200.
When?
Got you right now this week.
He got 200 all year.
Bro, he got a stack.
It takes him 6 weeks to get 200.
He got a stack already. Saquon Barkley got a stack.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
See, this is what I'm saying. Our offense has been mid, right? You saying it's been mid?
It's been buns, not mid.
We got a running back over 1,000 yards already, a tight end at 600 yards, and 2 wide receivers 60 yards away from 1,000. 60 yards away from 1,000.
Yeah, but look what y'all ranking offense.
Okay, I understand that. We first in 3 and outs. But this is what I'm saying. All those numbers that they have, and we haven't bet. Tell me right now what it's going to be like when they click, which they are going to click. I'm telling you right now. They already have.
I mean, that's what you're hoping for. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're hoping for us to not click.
No, I'm just saying I haven't seen it. I'm not saying I can't. I mean, I am or not. I'm not trying to. I haven't seen it click.
If they play a complete game offensively on Sunday, will you give them any credit?
Yeah, I'll give them credit, but I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, this is the Super Bowl team.
No, but you ain't going to sit here and say that, oh, if you guys play like that, you guys can win it.
I think the team talent-wise is good enough to win it. Like, you already have the talent. It's not about – it's just I have not seen you guys play a really good game in a while.
Okay, so what is it going to take for you to say that this team can go to
Super Bowl? I think they can. I already think that. We haven't seen it all year. And so for me to say that you're going to put you in 17 weeks, you couldn't put 3 weeks together. For me to be like, okay, you're going to put 3 weeks together.
You don't care about the opponent.
Bro.
You don't care about the opponent.
Yes, I don't care about the opponent. Oakland and Washington are probably the easiest teams you could have played. And think about this. Your quarterback had 3 tuds against Washington, he threw for like 130 yards. Like that's how bad they are.
You care so much about passing yards. It's not even funny, bro.
It's not just the passing yards. It's like how many. Okay, let's look in history. How many games has a quarterback thrown for 130
yards? He had only
yards
like
and 3
2
touchdowns?
drives in the first half. We only had like 2 drives.
I'm not saying that he didn't play well. That's what I keep trying to tell you. I'm not saying he didn't do what he's supposed to do to win the game. I'm just saying how many times has a quarterback thrown for 130 yards and got 3 tuds out of it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. That's
He also ran for like 200. So like, where the passing yards?
Yeah, no, Saquon was a beast.
Where the passing yards gonna come from?
I get it. I'm not disputing. You're making a good point. I'm not disputing any of your points. I'm just saying, like, there's just a really fortunate time, and it was a really bad team. That's all.
So
it's the same thing with the Super Bowl when I sent you that screenshot, bro. They had 110 total offense. They had 24 points at halftime. How many times are you gonna get that?
It's a team game, man. I don't care.
I get it. That's what I was saying. He wasn't the MVP he thought he was. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I was saying.
For 460 and lost. I don't care if a guy comes out there and crushes offensively and they lose. I'm not gonna sit here and hype my chest like, oh, but my quarterback threw. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what
I get it.
Stats look like. I care about the wins at the end of the day.
No, I agree with.
My quarterback is asked to go win a game and is asked to make the plays in a specific drive to go win the game. He does it more than not. So he does. What are you gonna say? Why? He won
I mean, more than not is insinuating that he would have like 3 bowls, but he doesn't. So not more than not, but he does it sometimes.
What are you talking about? First
off, if he makes plays when you need him more than not, why do you only have 1 Super Bowl?
He's been to 2. He's been to more than anybody else you want to put over him.
5. He's played 5 seasons. You said more than not, though. That's what I'm saying. You said more than not.
Yes.
So not more than not.
If you are, he's what, 7-3 in the playoffs? More than not.
No. No. Time out. We're not just gonna give him 7 wins and be like, yeah, it was all Jalen Hurts did it. He was the quarterback for the team that won the 7 games, but he was not.
Quarterback is the most important position.
I get it, but if the other team doesn't score, there was a run you had where the other team didn't score 10 points in a series. I mean, in the thing.
I keep bringing up the fact that the 49ers defense held Mahomes in 2023. They played fantastic. The offense for the Chiefs could not get anything going. The reason why the 49ers lost is because Brock Purdy did not do what he needed to do.
Yes, he just needed to relax. I agree.
So, hence, the following year when the defense gave you, they gave you 7 points, but then you also scored another 24 without those 7. Offensively, who cares if it was on a short field? Who cares?
Well, that matters. What do you mean? Who cares? That's what
matter.
What do you mean?
If he settles for field goals instead of touchdowns, the game is completely different.
They only scored.
The game is completely different.
So it was Jake Elliott had 2 field goals in the first half.
He had 3 total touchdowns. Total touchdowns.
They had yes, but the other ones came when the game was already out of reach. He had the 12-yard pass to AJ, the 1 tush push, then they had the defensive touchdown and a field goal. So
and the deep ball to Devontae Smith.
Yeah, but that's already the game's already decided by then. It was 34-0 when he did that.
No, it wasn't.
It was 30.
It was 24.
That was in the second half, so it was already
24-0. It was 27-0.
Yeah. So that's already gone.
That matters though, Brendan.
Well, no, it does for the stats, yes, but not for anything. The game, it didn't change the game at all. The game was already over.
All I'm telling you, say right here, right? When after the first drive of the Chiefs, right? We stopped them, which we did.
Yeah.
3 and out.
Yes.
They come down. Mind you, in the first drive of the game, A.J. Brown was called for a terrible offensive pass interference that would have put them
I remember that.
at the 10-yard line, which you can hypothetically assume, I hate doing this, that they probably would have scored at least 3 points in that drive, right? But say when the defenses continuously give them the ball back, how many times have you seen when defenses give them the ball back that the offense settles for 3 and keeps the other team in the game? And you telling me that the Chiefs won't be motivated because they're like, yo, our defense is doing our thing. Let's turn up with the experience that they have and how crazy Mahomes is, that they're not going to sit there and be like, yo, they're holding us to 3. We can get it. It demoralizes you when a team goes and scores 7 every single time.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Can we also agree that the degree of difficulty becomes a lot easier the closer you start?
Yeah, of course. Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, okay. So if I'm giving you easy, and then you do what you're supposed to do with easy,
but
I'm not about to sit here.
Like you was playing against the number 1 red zone defense in the NFL.
Man, they stunk.
You say they stunk because of what we did to them, but
no. They weren't even supposed to be there. The Chiefs stunk that year. Weren't supposed to.
No. The Chiefs.
I know what you're saying. The Chiefs' offense wasn't supposed to. Yes. I get that, but that's what the problem was. Is they couldn't score. They couldn't move the ball. They were turning the ball over. They stunk.
So you're proving the point for the Chiefs that their offense stunk, that I'm trying to prove for my Eagles team this year, that our defense is the reason why. I don't care if we go and win. That's the problem. But the problem is the defense is continuously winning you games. With a team this talented like the Philadelphia Eagles are this year, you cannot hold a team for 20 weeks with this level of offense to score only 14, 15 points a game.
Yeah, but they also hold themselves up. They have not had. This was the first 3-week thing where they showed you that they could do anything.
Yes.
And one of the weeks they were horrible. So
one of the weeks they were horrible.
Yeah, Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't even a full 3 weeks. You can't even say it was 3 weeks. It was 2 weeks. Really?
No, it was 3 weeks.
Well, hold on.
Jalen Hurts turned the ball over 4 times. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now that's the end of the series, though. That's the end of the season. If he does that in the playoffs, that's the end of the season. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even 3 weeks.
But you're taking one anomaly of one time that he's ever done that once, ever.
Yeah, but I'm not. That again. But I think you're misunderstanding what the point of what I'm saying is. It's not that he did it. It's that all year they have not been able to win like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they aren't winning 3 games in a row all year. They haven't done that all year. Like 3 good games in a row. They have not done that. They haven't played 3 good weeks in a row.
But let me play devil's advocate. So
and you got to do 4 times, by the way.
Okay, yeah, but one, the Eagles are the team that coming into the league coming into the year has had the toughest schedule of any team.
Facts.
Not one back-to-back home game all season long. Not one.
Facts.
So you've gone on the road to go play Green Bay, beat them. Your defense was the reason, of course, but I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter how you win. You win
with anybody. The next following week, you played Detroit, potent offense, shut them down. Right?
Yep.
You played against the Rams, and so they've won different ways, even though they haven't won in consistent ways of great offense. But you were down 26-7 against the Rams, and you came back in one half and beat them.
Yeah.
In one half. You had a perfect passer rating against the Minnesota Vikings, which at the time was the number 1 ranked
pass defense. One of the best pass defense. Yes, I did know that. Yep.
So then you play, coming off a bye week, you play Green Bay, Detroit. You end up having to go, now you have to go on the road to play the Bills. It's like, this is not an easy schedule, and you haven't been at home for more than a week at a time. All these other teams have had multiple, if not 3 weeks in a row of home games.
Yeah, so, but then that means they've had 3 weeks of road games too.
No, but they're scat, bro. They're scat. It's not the same way. You're telling me that matters, bro. That you're having to.
No, it does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying it also works in the reverse too. Just because you get 3 home games doesn't mean you don't get 3 road games too.
If we go out there, we're 12-5 with the number 1 hardest schedule in the NFL, not having one playoff game, not having one back-to-back home game until the playoffs. Which you probably
only gonna have 1
home games then.
Yeah, you only got 1.
I'm saying like from week 18 to the first week of the playoffs, it will be back.
Oh yeah, there's 2. Yeah,
but week 18, the starters ain't gonna play. So you're talking about 1 home game, back-to-back all season long. And I've seen the adversity they face all year long. They've won in different ways, even though it hasn't been pretty to the eye. They've won in different ways all season long. The defense couldn't get a stop against the Rams in the first half, right? They couldn't get a stop. They ended up getting stops in the second half, and the offense came back. The offense looked completely different than what it had, right?
Yeah. But what about Dallas too? Don't forget them.
Dallas came back 21-0, and the defense got
Yeah,
cooked.
but they got stops with a
This is
bad
what
defense. So imagine you're about to face 3 or 4 good ones in a row,
look
and
at
you
the other
haven't
good
played well
defenses we
all
played though.
year. You have not played all year. Like, let's just be honest. Like, the defense has been good. They've been good. Some weeks they've been okay, and other weeks they've been pretty good. And the offense has been mid to below average. There's been like a rare good game here and there, and most of the time it was Washington. That like the Minnesota game you're talking about, good game, great. The Rams game, perfect. That was good. But then it's like Oakland and Washington. Like those are their top 3 games. It's like Oakland, Washington, and then the Rams game, then probably
But you're saying, but this is what you're
Minnesota
saying.
game.
You're saying is like I don't see you guys going out there and doing that in the playoffs and winning. Why not? We've beat these great teams in the regular season already.
Right, but you haven't been able to. I'm talking about in a row. You're going to have to go bang, bang, bang. You can't go 17-16 here, 17-16 here, 17. You can't do that. Like, those teams are going to score.
But how they haven't played the Eagles' defense is what I'm trying to tell you every single week, Brendan.
No, it's fair enough. Fair enough, so, but they've been consistent.
They have been consistent against bad defenses and against okay defenses. But look at the
good defenses, all of them.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that the Eagles' defense has been great 98% of the year. They've been great.
I agree.
So against also great offenses.
I agree.
Great offenses. So now you're taking them in the playoffs against a lot of great offenses, mind you.
Yes.
And the Eagles offense, who is regardless of the opponent, they're starting to find something different. I'll be on your point, right? I'd be on your point if the scheme looked the exact same and the result was just like, oh, the teams are just bad. If the scheme looks completely different now. It is a completely different scheme.
But you also understand you could do a lot more when the other team is not really a threat to winning. They were trying a lot. They can do a lot more things. Now, are you going to try things in the playoffs?
Are you going to try things? I think.
Yeah, like are you going to be out there like just trying something, like you were doing against the Eagles or something? I mean, like you're doing against Washington or anything.
No, I'm not saying they're trying that. I'm just saying.
And what I'm saying is you're going to have to place 4 opponents that also can give you 30. So, like, I don't think you're just going to go stop, like in a row. Somebody's going to score. And it's going to be, can your offense outscore one of those games? Somebody's got to.
Yes.
100%. But I don't know that. You don't know that. You haven't seen them do it.
I do know that.
When was the Rams game? When was the Rams game?
Huh?
When was the Rams game?
Week 3.
It's been 15 weeks since you've done that to a team that's been disgusting.
It happened. So I saw it happen. I don't
care. 15 weeks ago. 3 months ago.
I saw it. So if they do it on Sunday, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't care.
No. That's when you start to let's reevaluate it. But I have not seen them do that since, like you said, week 3. That's the last time they really gave somebody work. And it took them a half. Now, granted, I mean, you only have to play whatever it is to win. So you can't, it doesn't matter when you do it. It's just that you did it. So they did that long ago. That's been the best offense since then. Besides against Oakland and Washington.
Trust anybody in the playoffs, this defense I trust 100%.
I agree with that. I like the Eagles, though. That's a good team.
If I trust anybody, it's a team offensively that is returning 10 out of 11 starters that have been there before and have done it. They won a Super Bowl last year. Yeah. This year is going to be a lot harder than it was last year. I give you that. It's going to be a tough road this year.
Yes.
But if I trust anybody to do it, it's the players on the field.
No, I'm not saying they're incapable. I just say it's not probable. It is not. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's not probable. The reason I say that is because we haven't seen them go 4 weeks in a row and play really good on offense and really good on defense at the same time. And one of these weeks you're gonna have to do both. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that they can just turn on the offense whenever they want because they haven't been able to do it all year.
I do. I believe so.
I you want to believe it, but you can't say that you've seen it. That's the thing. Yeah. No, but here's the thing though. They have a really good. They have a team that could do it, though. I'm not saying that they're incapable. They're probably the most talented team. They are the most talented team in the league from top to bottom. It's just they're not doing them at the same time. And so if in 4 games, if one of those teams sneaks in there and scores 35, I don't know that you could just go, oh, let's score 38. I don't know that you could do that because I've never seen you do it. But then like you also could very much win 21-17 easy. Like that also could be a possibility. I just don't see that happening 4 times in a row. Somebody's gonna get you. Somebody's scheme is gonna be, and it's just like, can your offense outscore that particular game? I'm not saying you have to score 40 every playoff game. That's the thing too. So I don't know. It's just improbable to me that the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Now, could they get there? I think maybe yes. And will they win the first game? Absolutely. I think they'll definitely win the first game. So it's going to be up to this. Well, I don't know. If they get the Rams, it could be interesting. It'll be interesting. But that's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're trash. I think they're good. I'm just saying I haven't seen them put 3 or 4 good weeks together back to back to back against teams that are worth playing. And they still haven't put 3 or 4 weeks together back to back to back.
No.
So,
sorry. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Before we move on to this next topic, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, push this channel out to however many people you can, man. Appreciate you guys. That was a fun first segment. Going on to the next segment, as you guys saw by the title, we are going to go over what we think. The list might be a little bit different, but what we think is the top 10 wide receiver duos in NFL history. We're going to go from 10 to 1. I'll say mine, you say yours, all right? And then we can talk about it real quick, all right?
Okay, so I have... Okay. All right, so can I mention a few... I got some honorable mentions.
Name me a couple honorable mentions.
All right, so I have St. Brown and Williams this year. They are the first to have consecutive seasons with 7 touchdowns for both of them. I love that guy.
Gosh, man.
I have Hill and Waddle. Despite not having a great quarterback, they can both get 1,000 yards. They're probably the most explosive too. If they had like a Peyton Manning, like a Aaron Rodgers, oh my God, the numbers that they could put up would be insane. I had Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Ooh, you have an honorable mention.
Yes, not necessarily from this year, but specifically, I think that those two are some beasts. They could have easily been in the 10 spot, maybe even the 9 spot for me. Now I'm looking at my list. They could have been in the 9 spot.
They're in a spot for me. I'll say that.
Because I'll tell you, when I get to my 10, I'll tell you why I did that. And then the last one is Godwin and Evans.
They were going to be 1, but they were not number 1, but they were going to be in my top 10. They're also an honorable mention for me.
Okay.
I do have Mike Evans on the list, but with somebody else. So you'll see.
Ooh.
All right.
Really?
So number 10 for me, Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson.
You know, as a fan, I wanted to say that, but I didn't think that Jordy Nelson put up the numbers that I needed for him to be a top 10 of all time. So I have
I'm not saying he's a top 10 receiver all time. I'm saying the duo with Devontae.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think it was too heavy loaded on
Devontae.
That was my problem with. I wanted to put Devontae in there. I didn't have any Devontae setups. He's just that good to me. But I have I'm gonna go with Higgins and Chase for 10.
Okay, since you said that, they're in my 9 spot.
They were, yes. So that was my struggle between Brown and Higgins and him. I think that their numbers are a little bit more offensively explosive. Yes. Obviously the Eagles have more of a run-heavy offensive style, so it's hard for them to. But them together, they're really good. But obviously, it's a little bit different. My 9 spot is Bolden and Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Fitzgerald, yeah. I mean, I think he's like second all time in yards,
receiving,
and then Bolden's like top 10. So it's like they got to be together. Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't consider them. They're not my.
You didn't have them in there at all?
No.
You're crazy. Second all time in yards.
If you would have gave me top 10 receivers, for Jared would have been in there. But as far as duos go, I prefer these other duos over them two.
I agree. I agree with you because I think Bolden is the part that's holding you back.
Mm-hmm.
And he was holding me back too. But he had a couple 1,200-yard seasons.
Cool.
And there was a time where you had to guard double team both of them. So I was like, yeah, let's give him the nod.
My number 8, and this is why I'm making the argument that you just made. He was like, they're a run heavy offense, so they don't get the numbers. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. They got a Super Bowl together.
Yes, that's a good point.
AJ Brown has like 1,400 yards in multiple seasons, back-to-back seasons. Devontae Smith has a stack in multiple seasons, back-to-back, like together. And they also run the ball more than anybody in the NFL. And they still putting up the numbers. And Devontae Smith, to me, is the most reliable wide receiver as far as number 2 goes in the NFL.
I agree. That's a great point.
He's the most, like, anytime you need a catch, you go to number 6, and he is going to make the catch. Now, I think A.J. Brown is the most dominant wide receiver in the NFL, one-on-one man coverage, as far as one-on-one man coverage goes, because think about it. They don't move him around anywhere. He lines up he's like a Des Bryant to me, that he lines up on one side, and it's like, you know what routes he's running, and he's still going to give you 100 yards. So it's like, that's dominant, that you know what he's going to do, and he can still do it to you. You know what I mean? And then as far as like man coverage, over the last 2 years, he has the best man coverage numbers of anybody in the NFL. He's the best against man coverage. So to me, that's dominant. No one can cover him one-on-one. And then when you pair him with a guy like Devontae Smith, like I think Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and those guys, they get a lot of their yards, yes, against man, but a lot of them come in zone, middle of the field, run after the catch type of stuff. The A.J. Brown is more like slant, go ball, curl, run after the catch. That's what he does.
And he's a beast. I can't.
And then Devontae is, like, to me, the top 5 hands in the NFL. Honestly, he just does. So that's my number 8, and also considering they won a Super Bowl together, which they were very, they've been to 2, 1-1, and they both had 100 yards apiece in the first one, I think, and then in the second one, I think Devontae was the leading receiver. So, yeah. What do you think?
I had them in my honorable mention for most of the reasons you said. It's just, again, for me, it was hard because I know what they could do if they were in a pass-heavy scheme. Because they could really, like, 15-15 type stuff.
Crazy stuff. Like Higgins level.
But when I was looking at the numbers, I wanted to be offensively explosive. And they couldn't get those. And especially with some of the people I have above them, it was going to be hard for them to compete with, because other duos have the 15-15, the 12-12, the 17-12. You know what I mean? So that was tough. I'm not mad at you for putting them in there. I might have had them a little lower. They were more considered for my 10. I would have. Wait, so you have them at 8, right?
I have them at 8 before Jamar and T and Devontae and Jordy.
Okay.
So that's like,
okay. So you don't have So you don't have Bolden. Okay, you don't have Bolden or Fitzgerald at all. That's right. You did say that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Who's your 8?
Let me go back. Hold on. It was. Wait, did I say mine? I think you only said your 8.
Yeah.
I got Rice and Owens. Jay Rice and Owens.
Okay. I'll tell you where I have them. You're gonna be so shocked where I have them.
I'm not, because I think that they could be higher. They could easily be higher. They just didn't have the longevity together.
I'll tell you where I got them. You're gonna be like, what? And I'll explain the reason why I have them where I have them.
Yeah, but I got them there. Obviously, it's Terrell Owens, and I played that Madden that year. Oh my God. Everybody used to pick Seattle. San Francisco.
My number 7, Mike Evans and Antonio Brown. Now,
that's a good duo,
right? Yo,
that's a good duo.
Antonio Brown, to me, is a top 5 receiver in NFL history. I don't care. His peak was some of the best wide receivers.
Yeah, that 7-year stretch. Yeah, he was
7 years, ridiculous. He came back after getting a second chance and was like the leading receiver in the Super Bowl in 2020. And to me, Mike Evans is a top 7 receiver in the NFL history. And them two together won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady as their quarterback. both and both longevity wise. Obviously, the longevity together wasn't there because Antonio Brown's a maniac, but Mike Evans and Antonio Brown together, had they played more, one of the most unstoppable duos in NFL history, truly. And that, like, think about all the numbers Mike Evans has put with not like Chris Godwin's good, but he ain't Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's not.
So imagine that, right? And they did it in 1 year. That was 1 year. Antonio Brown just got off his couch and then they won a Super Bowl together. So it's like, so that's how I see it. That's my number 7.
He sure did go crazy, didn't he?
Right.
Bro, because he was, if he wasn't insane,
yeah, bro.
he could have did.
It's that CTE,
he could have did. Yeah, he got that early onset for sure.
Not early onset. I think he got it currently. Like, he just has it. He had it after that hit, bro. There's no way he doesn't, bro. There's no way.
Yeah.
But who's your number 7?
So my 7 is Stallworth and Lynn Swan.
Bro, I didn't put him in here either. Reason being,
old heads.
Yes, like I'm not anybody from the 70s. I ain't doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just them dudes was out there throwing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I ain't doing that.
My thing was they won the Super Bowls together.
I get it.
And they're both Hall of Famers. So
they had me and you guarding them though. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't.
Hey, I'm locking them up. What you talking about?
Now you put me now, back and then I'm locking them up for sure. Like, without a doubt. So that's why I didn't put him in there, because I'm like, I ain't doing that. Like, I ain't going that far.
Yeah.
Number 6, I got Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
Oh, there's some beasts. You got them kind of low for me though.
But I also do have Jerry Rice and another part of this.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Jerry
okay.
Rice.
Yeah. Me too. That's how great he was. He had 2 partners. Yeah, 2 partners.
Jerry Rice. Crazy.
For my 6.
Yeah.
I might have cheated a little bit. Hill and Kelsey. I know technically.
If we
tight end.
I didn't know we were doing that.
No, I cheated a little bit. They were just so good together as a receiving core.
I couldn't. I was doing just wide receivers.
I know. My secondary 6, in case you had a problem with that, was Randy Moss and Wes Welker.
Ooh, Wes Welker made an appearance.
Yes. They had, what's his name, had a crazy season, and then Wes Welker was, he's a beast. So
I don't got Randy Moss and Wes Welker there, but I can hear the argument.
So that was my secondary, but really my pick was Hill and Kelsey. I know, but I always look at Kelsey as more of a slot anyway. He was never really.
Yeah, but he
ain't though. You're right. You're right.
You're right. But I get it. If he was just to be like receiving duos,
yeah,
like, I'd have been like, all right. But if receiver duos, people don't understand. Like, yeah, Travis Kelce got a lot of receiving yards, but he's not a receiver. So
no, he's not. He's not.
My number 5. Here we go into the top 5. My number 5 is Greg Jennings and Donald Driver.
Really?
Yes.
That's an interesting. I got Clayton and Duper. Anytime
I don't have them in here, but I consider
at a time where they didn't throw.
I know they went crazy.
And a quarterback has 5,000 yards in Dan Marino, and they accounted for 50% of those yards. Yeah, they're in there for me, because that is a time that throwing is not looked at like we do now. Like, and Dan Marino's got to be top 5 quarterback just for doing that in that time.
Okay.
Because if he had the defenses to support him, he would have been fantastic.
Yeah, he would have. And Greg Jennings, Donald Driver. I have. I don't want to say a little bit of bias, but I'm a big Aaron Rodgers guy. Like,
me too.
You know what I mean?
Me
like,
too.
He's my favorite quarterback all time. And
Same.
Watching him win the Super Bowl when I was 11 years old.
Same. Oh my God, yes.
Obviously, I was 11 years old, and I was just like, man.
You're 13, actually, by the way.
No.
You had to be.
It was 2010.
You're 98. No, was it 2010 or was it 2011?
It was 2010. 2011 was the Giants. 2011 was the Giants. You're saying it was the 2010-2011 season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
2012
was the Giants.
Because the Super Bowl is always around my birthday. My birthday's February 9th.
Yeah, the Super Bowl
this year, the Eagles won it on my birthday, which is the worst day ever. But
your birthday is the same as Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that's why we're the same.
That's very true. My number 4, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt.
Got him.
Same one, right?
Bang! Hey, greatest show on earth.
Greatest show on turf.
Hey, when in whatever Madden it was, or Marshall Falk was on the.
Yes.
That game. That team was unreal.
It was like 02 Madden or 01 Madden. Insane.
You had Holt, Bruce, Folk, and Kurt Warner, I think, is the quarterback, right?
Yeah. Insane, bro.
Hey, man, that team was nice. And that's the best Rams jerseys. No, jerseys.
Oh, yeah. Them old Rams jerseys.
I love. Yeah, that was hard.
With the you know.
Yes, that was hard. I don't like the lighter blue that they have now. I wish they had still that darker blue.
Juan says, "Love that team." Yeah, bro.
Hey, you can't be mad at him. Isaac and Torrey Holt was young, right? He was young.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a beast. He walked in because he was a rookie, I believe. Yeah, and that was one of them. Like at that time, that was one of like the most complex offenses, and he just dominated it right as a rookie. So
best game on TV that year, bro. It was insane. Like I wish I was old enough to see that. Like
and know what was going on. Yeah,
same. But like when I look back at the numbers, I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you did what together? Because like I know the greatest show on turf, but then when you look at the stats, you're like, huh? You know what I mean?
And they were playing on that nasty turf too. It wasn't even the good turf.
Yeah, that was like concrete under there.
Yeah, bro. People hated that.
Yeah, bro. But they were insane. My number 3, your boys Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. They're my number 3. Yeah, they're my number 3.
Hey, listen, that's the whole reason I play football and I like football.
Marvin Harrison?
Yep. I wore 87 and next year I wore 88.
Juan was in 8th grade during this greatest show on turf. Man, I wish.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Yeah, that boy got a little age to him.
Yeah, but what you about, 36, 37?
I think he's 36, right? I think he's 36, yeah. But yeah, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, obviously Peyton Manning, quarterback, insane. Just ridiculous duo right there.
Yeah, that was fun. I used to play with them on Madden as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they I forget who was on the cover of that one.
He's 38. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
On the cover of what year Madden was that? Was that 04? Was that?
It might not even have been Madden. It might have been 2K football still.
It could have been. I think it was. I think it was like 2K. Was it 2K 4 or 5?
because
NFL 2. I forgot 2K was the NFL. I thought.
Yes. It might not have been Madden. I don't know though. I'd have to look it up.
Madden that I remember, it was Vic's Madden in 04. That was that Madden right there.
My first Madden I can remember, it was on this system where it had like the yellow, red, and white cords. Yep. And then you just plugged it straight into the TV, and it was just a joystick and like a couple buttons.
That was mine too.
Hey, I used to go crazy on there. I don't remember. I think my first game system was a PS2.
My first game system was a Game Boy.
And I was saying system.
Okay, yeah.
That's a handheld.
Well, yeah, but Game Boy was handheld. I'm saying like with the stick. Game Boy was connected to the TV with the red, yellow, with the thing. They had.
Oh, real? Yeah, did you have GameCube?
GameCube is the one I'm talking about.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. That's a GameCube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't get one of those. Mine was
first Madden was 98. What? Oh my goodness.
That was probably the first Madden. Hey, bro's one of the developers.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, you want to test this for me, kid?"
He's a founder of Madden.
Actually, I think they started in 95 because isn't Madden 15, Madden 25,
and then they go back every 20 years or whatever. Whatever it was. Yeah.
So I think the first one was 95. So he was all right. He got
funny, man. That's so good.
That is dope though. That's hard though. 98
television.
So he had to have what system is that?
What is that?
What system was that? What is that?
What is that?
Sounds like a movie.
Josh also graduated in like 93. Like
that's a good movie though. That sounds like a good movie to me.
That sounds like a novella in televisión.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
Josh also graduated in like 93.
Hey, you know them TVs had the fattest hump on the back of them.
Bro, what? That TV was like, but the thing was I had one though.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Bro, I had huge TV, and then you just look at the back of it, and it's just like this far away from the wall.
Bro, oh my God. Hey, Okay, so my first monitor I ever had, I don't know if anybody ever had this, but the doors like closed. So like it was a screen, and then you open the doors, and the screen was in
Oh
there.
yes.
Yeah, that was the first experience I ever had with a monitor because it could travel. Because I would go back and forth between my mom's and my They had
It's like 82. What?
they had So I would go back and forth between my mom and my grandparents on the weekends. So I needed a TV that could travel. So my mom bought me that. It was like it was still fat though. It was like boom.
TV,
It was
yeah.
thick, but it was smaller, probably like 16, 17. I had the Manny Ramirez game, the 2K5.
Yeah, 2K5.
No, MVP baseball. MVP baseball 05.
Was it MVP? Because
Yeah,
2K5
was
was 2K5 cheater.
Bro, you know it's crazy. 2K had everything. Bro, they had baseball, they had football, they had basketball. They really messed up. They could have been going crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean now they got the NBA, and it's like what, I would love a 2K MLB remake. Oh my gosh, that'd be so lit.
Hey, oh god.
But number
so
2,
you had Harrison, Reggie Wayne 3. I got that same.
Number 2, Chris Carter and Randy Moss.
Ooh, okay. This is where I have Rice and Taylor.
Okay.
So my main reasoning was the 3 Super Bowls. They played a lot of seasons together. Mm-hmm. Tough to keep them out of there.
You don't got Chris Carter and Randy Moss?
They're number 1.
Oh, okay. Correct. I was about to be like, whoa, dude, what do you got there?
Those dudes were crazy.
I have Jerry and Terrell Owens 1. Let me explain.
Okay, all right. Let me hear this.
Jerry Rice, greatest receiver to ever live.
Ever, of course.
Terrell Owens is, to me, the 3rd best receiver to ever live. They had like together like 9,000 yards.
Yes, and 73 touchdowns.
And 73 touchdowns.
Yeah, because one had 43 and the other one had 30. Terrell had 30
so think about 30 plus touchdowns for both receivers. 8,000, almost 9,000 yards, which is pretty much what 5,400 apiece average. If you want to average it out, whatever. Jerry Rice probably had a little bit more. I'm not saying Jerry Rice probably had a little bit more.
Yeah, you said 54 though. That's like 10,000.
My fault. Yeah, but think about it though.
Hey, we do a podcast, not a math podcast. Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Hey, brother.
No, I'm talking in the comments. Hey, don't y'all be commenting. My boy can't count. We do a sports podcast.
Even though I work in the school.
I'm about to say you go to school every day.
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, I ain't nah. But yeah, them two together, bro. I mean,
no, like I'm not mad at you. I think the Super Bowls put them. I mean,
that's like today having.
Terrell Owens. The problem is Fred Taylor and
John Taylor.
Jerry had the 3 Super Bowls together. That's tough.
I know. I'm talking
That's
about
tough. And I think one of them is back to back, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about yes. I get you can say that. I get it. I understand. And to me, they could have flopped from their spots. But
so what do you have, Fred Taylor again? 7 or 8?
6. John Taylor and Jerry.
That's what I meant. John Taylor, not Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor. Yeah, I got him 6. So think about it. I had to put those other guys in the top 5. But yes, the Super Bowls puts him on the top. But I'm saying Terrell Owens, what he was as a receiver, John Taylor wasn't that as a receiver.
Nah, fair enough. He was a speed threat. He literally just ran down.
Yes, they won together. They won the Super Bowls together. But you also can make the argument that the Super Bowl is a team accomplishment.
No, it is. I'm just but we're saying great. Well, I guess we are doing best.
I'm saying who's that's like having Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase on the same team right now, and just having them together, and just like regardless if they don't win, it's like
they're still disgusting. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, okay, I feel that.
That's my argument for having.
I feel that. Chris Carter and
Randy was 2 to me.
They were just monsters though, like
monsters, yeah.
And they were doing drugs and everything, bro. They were.
Oh yeah, they were just coked out.
Chris Carter, he was out of there most of the time, but he was still. When it came to being on that field though, it was a wrap.
Yeah, greatest possession, one of the greatest possession receivers ever, if not.
And then Randy Moss is the greatest deep threat ever. Who's a better deep threat?
Yeah. I was thinking. You're right. You're right about that.
I still can't believe you got Terry McLaurin over. I mean, you got Deshaun Stevens over Terry McLaurin.
Deshaun Jackson is over Terry McLaurin. What are we doing? Stop doing this. He is.
Tyler Lockett might be a better deep threat than all of them. Have you seen his numbers, deep threats? They're kind of crazy.
Brendan, you just want to argue with me. It's
I'm being for real. Oh, wait, hold on. What's his name? The return guy.
Devin Hester.
Yeah, but he couldn't really catch. That was the thing.
Oh, he just returned punts and kicks.
But wouldn't he have been so nice to just have him just do go balls every time right down the?
Right, he just might have been one of the best. He might have been the best deep threat. He was stupid fast.
Right, he was the only person I ever seen with 100 rating on Madden in speed. I've never seen that before or after.
Really?
He had 100 speed rating. 100, like it said it. 100.
That's wild.
You couldn't even create a player with 100 speed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
But yeah, no, I mean, hey, there's been some great duos though. That was way when I suggested the idea. I was like, oh, like this is gonna be like an easy list. Like it's just gonna.
Why? When you said that, I was thinking, I'm like, bro, what duos? I'm like, that's hard, bro. That's so hard.
My first thought was like, I thought I was gonna go Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne 1.
I thought that's what you were gonna do.
I was going to, but then I really I had to be unbiased because I gotta keep my reputation as being unbiased.
Keep your credibility.
Yes. So I wanted to put them 1, but then I was like, dang, Chris Carter and them, they put up some crazy numbers. And then they John Taylor and Rice had the 3 Super Bowls. I'm like, oh, that's tough. You can't just bypass that.
Yeah.
And then they both were getting 1,000 yards too.
Yeah. I don't think either list was a bad list by any means.
No.
I couldn't put those guys that were in the 70s and 60s together. I couldn't do that. But
and I had the same feeling. That's why I had so many honorable mentions.
Right.
Because I had the same feeling as you. Is like I think that Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are better than Swan and Stallworth, but this also had to encompass some accomplishments too. So it was like, and then I mean, we got 38-year-olds watching. Like, I mean, that was his team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was his guy. That's it.
I can't have everybody coming after me now.
But yeah, that's a good list. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, so what we got to do? We need to do a tier list for this year.
The best duos?
No, it don't have to be duos. But that would be. I think that'd be easy. Who's the best duo right now?
The best duo right now is Puka and Devontae Adams.
They ain't even playing. Who's the best duo?
What you mean they ain't playing?
Devontae Adams got like 700 yards.
He got 14 touchdowns.
That's true. Okay, okay, let me ask you this. Because I'm struggling with this myself. How do you do receivers? Is yards or touchdowns more important? So like let me give you an example. Let's say somebody has 1,400 yards, but they got 8 touchdowns. And somebody else has 900 yards, but they have 16 touchdowns. Who's having the better season?
I take encompass what else is on their team. Why don't they have as many yards?
See, and that's a great question. That's a great question.
Like the reason why they don't have more yards is because Puka Nakua's on his team.
Right.
And
I get that.
Kyron Williams. So it's like
Kyron Williams is a beast too. Actually, he has 1,000 yards.
So they have 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher. Devontae Adams got the most red zone targets in the NFL though. He has 14.
And touchdowns. 14 touchdowns. Yeah.
So,
it's just like, but it's tough because like because like you said that they are producing touchdowns because maybe he doesn't have the gaudy yards, but 14 touchdowns is a lot of touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns for a receiver. Yeah.
For a receiver.
I say like if it's say it's a duo thing, like I like that balance. I like that a lot. The guy that's gonna go get you the run after catch yards, blah blah blah, and then the guy like the red zone big target, which Devontae is. Look at the Eagles. Devontae's the the deep threat. AJ Brown is that big dog that's like
the possession receiver.
Down, go get him, and he's that red zone guy. You know what I mean? Like
mine was Jameson Williams and St. Brown.
No,
I have them number 1.
They're my top 3, but no, I'm not putting them number 1.
And then Pickens is lucky.
Jamar and T, it's like okay, but T's hurt every other week, so it's like
it's so hard to rate them.
He's so good.
when they don't have their quarterback too most of
Yeah,
the time.
you don't know. You don't know.
That's another hard thing about them.
But
But
then
I think I'm low key. I had when I asked the question, it was St. Brown Jamison for me. But when you gave your reasoning, I think maybe you could go.
Puka and Devontae. To me, they have to,
Yes,
and they're part of the number one. Offense.
I was
Okay,
about to say
CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is also.
that's what I was literally saying that Pickens is holding CeeDee Lamb in that thing because CeeDee Lamb's been okay, or not. I won't say okay, not okay. Like
He hasn't been up to
for
CeeDee
his
Lamb's
standards.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
his standards, he's been okay. I wish he would have played a little bit better.
Yeah, Pickens is a major reason as to why they're the number one offense in the NFL.
Right.
He's a ridiculous deep threat, and on third down,
he's doing everything.
Like, you know what I mean? But CeeDee has had a case of the drops this year, a lot of drops this year. Like,
yes, bro. Yes,
just a lot of drops this year, and the fact that I don't know why it is that he just doesn't and hasn't created the separation necessary this year. I don't know if it's because they're playing a different way. Like now, I saw him as a number one last year, though, and he was ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like 1,400, 1,500 yards or something like that. Stupid. So without George Pickens. So it's like, I don't know why it's harder for him. It should be easier for having a guy like George Pickens on your team. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you think so? Isn't that kind of funny?
I don't know why he's not playing as good with a guy like that on his team. When last year he was the only guy that you should have been worried about, and he had crazy amount of yards.
But do you think that makes you fall asleep a little bit? Let me explain that. When you have a second player that you
Not me. Not I would be like, yo, now I'm gonna.
This is I'm about to say this is. No, I agree with that.
Now they can't double me. Now I'm like, I'm not getting bracketed because you can't double. So it's like now I'm one of the best zone receivers in the NFL. So now I'm getting mostly zone because you're playing cover 2. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm eating. Should be.
Yeah,
eating.
You shouldn't be. You're right. There's no excuse.
There is no excuse at all. Like he should have.
Right.
I would give it a reason last year of like if he had this kind of season last year, I'm like, bro, he's the only guy there. Like they're bracketing him. There's nothing he can do. But now,
I was trying to think maybe like they have some plays that are called up for George, and it's like
they do for sure.
And maybe that's why there's more plays for George and CeeDee, which would be rightfully so because he's been that good.
Right? Like
he's been that good, and I don't know, but it's definitely George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb right now.
I got Puka and Devontae.
No. I'm saying that's the order. It's George Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb. It's not.
I'm interested to see what happens with Pickens in free agency this year.
Really? Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, he's not going back to Dallas. Well, he might. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what they're not going to make any moves. You know Jerry Jones. So
yeah, I wouldn't go back over there.
Yeah, me neither. Why don't? That's a good question, and I'll end on this. This is my last one. Why do players go to places like good players go to places where they're not like directly in line to win the Super Bowl? Like for example, if I'm Pickens, like I'm trying to get on like a Seattle or like a.
Well, he didn't choose to be. He was traded.
No, I get that, but I'm saying this is just in general. Like I'm not saying Pickens specifically, but like if I have a chance to re-sign, I guess the money is better when you stay with a team. I think that's part of it because you're eligible for better contracts. But like if I'm moving teams, if I'm gonna sign somewhere, like for example, Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah. I don't understand why you go to Miami. Like I know why you go to Miami. It's like you can't like Myles Garrett. You can't say, "Oh, I need to win. I want to win," and then go to Miami Dolphins where Tua turned the ball over as your quarterback. When you had one of the greatest quarterbacks known to man in Kansas City, that they were only offering you what? Well, $5 million makes a difference. Really? Does it matter that much to you? Now you got 11 kids with 11 different baby moms in Miami. So it's like.
And now you see my question.
Oh, I've always been like that. Me as a competitor, bro. If I'm that good, I know I'm getting money anywhere. So why not go to a team that's I'm gonna get the money I want and have a chance to win the Super Bowl? Why not? Mike Trout, he would have got that money anywhere. He chose to stay with the Angels, who haven't
Actually,
done.
he wouldn't have got that money, but he would have got money though. He'd have got
Bro,
bread.
It's
Because you gotta
$5 million
he
difference to you.
huh? No, it was I thought it was a couple hundred, like 50 million or something.
No, bro. What's the name? They were saying that he was going to get upwards of $500 million. And imagine if he gets that contract from like Houston, no taxes, no taxes. So like you're getting California tax right now, no taxes in Houston. Chicago would have offered him that, like, chance to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you go to a team like New York, yeah, the taxes suck or whatever financially, but you're with Aaron Judge, you're with Lindor, you're with Soto, like you're with players that can help you win.
Yeah,
You know
sir.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're with guys like that.
Yeah,
So
I never understood why, but I mean, I don't know what happens behind the scenes. So like, we don't know what kind of extra stuff they be giving out. They could be like, "Hey, Mike Trout, you gotta after you're retired, you got some stake in the
you never know.
team."
You never know. They don't break that stuff down, but it's like I'm
Yeah,
talking about as a competitor, bro. Like,
yeah,
it sucks coming to the field every day knowing you're gonna lose. That's
yeah,
just
or not knowing when you're gonna lose. Does
what do you
that
mean?
you know what I mean by that?
No,
Like if you're on a team that's good but not good enough.
not good enough. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna lose like the first round.
yeah, or the second round or the
Yeah.
third. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Trout at
Like,
least get a chance to compete in it though. Trouts haven't been in the playoffs since 2012 or
yeah,
before
he
that.
literally has 12 at bats.
12 at bats for one of the
And
greatest players ever. So it's like that. It's also his doing. It's also his fault that he chose
that's
to
what
do
I
it.
always tell you, bro. I always say this, right? The only reason Mike Trout's a loser is because he wanted to be. He's
But
not a loser because he had to be.
look at guys like, and that's another thing with Soto. You chose to get 762 million from the Mets.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though. The Mets,
Brother,
at least, I mean, the Mets don't have a history of winning, but they have a history of having good players.
good player, sure, but then, bro, he had one of the best seasons he's ever had because he had Aaron Judge behind him. So it's like, you wouldn't want that again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want. You're gonna have one of the greatest seasons ever, like, because you have one of the greatest hitters ever behind you. So you know you have to get pitched to.
But they hated him there too, though.
Yeah, no, not in the Yankees. Not in the Yankees.
Yeah, they did. They were like booing him and stuff.
Heck no.
The Mets did it too, though.
The Mets hated him, not the Yankees. The Mets hated him because they were like, bro, we just gave you. Josh is a Mets fan, by the way. We just gave you $250 million, or $750 million, and you're coming over here in 260 right now, like 250, 240.
Hey, third in MVP though. Ha.
He didn't deserve no third in MVP. He was not no third in MVP, bro. You know this. That was a pity. That was a pity. They had nobody else to put in there. Everybody knew it was Shohei. Like, they had nobody else to put in there. They just gave it to him.
They didn't even need the second place person, to be honest with you.
Year.
They didn't even need the second place person.
What happened?
They didn't even need the second place person.
Yeah, it was just like Schwarber. It was like, bro, thanks for having a great season, but just
I'm about to say it was the inaugural second place.
When people was like, yo, he the MVP, I don't care what nobody says. I was like, guys, just relax. Like, when Philly fans was like,
mention.
I was like, guys, we all know what's gonna happen here. Like, you know what I mean? We all know he could hit 70 homers. He was not winning the MVP, bro. I'm sorry, it just wasn't happening. Like,
what's Shohei's ceiling?
Shohei's ceiling?
Does he have 2 more?
Yes, 100%.
He got 2 more in him? Damn.
Bro, he's got 4. He's got 4. He's what, 29, 30?
Yeah.
Yes.
But at some point, they got to be like, I'm tired of giving it to you.
Oh, they not, bro. They not. As long as he's pitching and hitting, they're not. As long as he can't hit you 250 and like hit 35 and be like, yeah, he's the MVP. No, but like, bro, he had a 50-50 season 2 years ago, and now he's another 50 home run season. Like, no, bro, that's 100 home runs in 2 years while also in like 280 and then having an ERA. That's ridiculous. That'd be one of the best.
Yeah, he's like that for real.
Like, he deserves. I'm not saying he don't deserve the MVPs. Now, the one that I would have like, yo, I would
2021 or 2019,
bro. I would have gave it
21.
To
Yeah.
Vladdy was crazy, bro.
I think I agree with that. I was making the argument for it because Vladdy had played almost 1,000 innings in the field and at a decent level.
Yeah.
And
he's become
Shohei didn't even pitch 150 innings, I think.
Yeah. Like they saved his arm a lot like that year. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, coming off injury and whatever, but like, yeah, like that's the only one that I'm like, But the other ones he deserved. Now, Judge deserved like he was second in some of the other ones he won as well. Judge also could have been like, yo, Judge could have won those. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's
Yeah.
Judge's award to lose in the AL. Now it's just his award to lose.
Do you think that Judge? Are we seeing the best right and left-handed hitters of all time?
Left-handed, no. I think Barry Bonds is still the best left-handed hitter of all time.
Well,
I do. Shohei's not a better hitter than he's not a better hitter than than Barry Bonds.
I think Barry, because you remember Barry Bonds in San Francisco. That's the one that's like off the molly a little bit. Barry Bonds in Pittsburgh was more up and down. That's the guy that I'm comparing them to.
Why?
Because the one in San Francisco that's unfair because he was not himself.
He was
not.
It was just recovery, man. He was never. It was never. He's innocent till proven guilty.
His head grew 3 sizes. He's a grown man. Hey, what did he say? He said he got a head like Barry Bonds.
Bro, no.
He said, Lee, I don't know what they feed. Excuse me, brother. I thought this was the bathroom. Wow. Yeah,
no, bro. No, I think, bro, Barry Bond. No, Barry like hitter, like right-handed hitter. I get right-handed hitter. I can hear an argument for. I still got Pujols.
Yeah, I still Pujols in there, but he ain't got 4 MVPs though, or 3.
No, he don't. But also who he was competing with in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, but I mean that's part of being dominant.
No, but look who he was competing with. He wasn't winning over Barry Bonds.
Oh, St. Louis is in there now.
What happened?
St. Louis in there now.
St. Louis was in the St. Louis was in the National League. So he wasn't winning that. You know what I mean?
It's unfair though because he should have. Well, but he's also probably a little bit off the.
A little bit. They all are. David Ortiz was. So that's why I'm not holding it against Barry Bonds.
No, I am gonna hold it against him though.
No, I'm not.
When I'm comparing them all time for sure because
you think Judge is better. You think Judge better than Miggy? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to say it, but I just might have to. Bro, do you see the numbers, bro? Do you see how crazy Judge is?
You see how it made me drop my head?
I know, bro. I don't want to say it
because it's like
he is.
It's like yes. It's like yeah. Yes.
It's like yeah, he is. Yeah.
Because the home run, the power. I mean, yeah, he strikes out a lot.
The power with the average, though.
Yeah, but Miggy has 3,000, and Judge ain't gonna get that. It's the longevity. Miggy's gonna have 600 homers.
Yeah, I know.
Miggy's got 5. Miggy's got 5, right?
I think he's a 5. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, but it's just.
I know you don't. I don't want to do it either, bro. I don't. The only one that I'm saying he's not is Pujols.
Judge is scarier. Okay. Miggy might be better.
I don't know about that.
Because Judge plays in a really hitter-friendly park.
He does.
And I wonder what Miggy could do, because Miggy's approach was backside a lot. And it's harder to hit backside home runs in Kauffman, especially at that time. They had to split that wall in half in right center. Because he would bang that, though. So I would love to see the numbers of Miggy and Judge's just balls in play, switch their careers. What did their numbers look like? So like take Judge's like the same exact balls that Judge's hits, put them in Kauffman, Comerica, and then put same exact balls
that Miggy hit
in New York. And then I can make a fair comparison.
I just don't want to do that. I'm just like, you got to just take it with face value of what it was. It's a shame that like Miggy did all of that in Detroit, which very hard to hit over there.
Yeah,
he hit a lot of opposite field homers, which in Yankee Stadium he could have hit 45 or 50.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I get it, but hey, man,
face value, it's Judge.
Yes.
The only one I'm not eye test, I would say is Miggy.
The only one I'm not putting Judge over is Pujols.
Eye test, I would say Miggy, but face. I don't know. Do you think he's over Manny? I don't think Miggy's over Manny.
Manny to me is I'm biased. He's my number one. Manny's my number one. But
I'm about to say I think Manny's number one in my opinion. Because no one could put because he also is the all-time home run hitter in playoffs too. So he did it in both elements.
Yeah.
So
Manny's my number one for sure.
I would say Manny's probably the best right-handed hitter of all time.
But Judge has very much argued.
He has a very good case, and Miggy would never. I mean, not Miggy. Yeah, Manny could never touch the MVPs because he was just horrible on defense.
Yeah.
So
we can finish off with this. But lefty, I don't think Shohei's the best lefty though.
I think
he's better than David Ortiz.
I think he's better than David Ortiz. Yes.
Man, that's a tough conversation right there, bro. That's bad. That's tough.
David Ortiz is not as good as you remember.
Excuse me?
He's not as good as you remember because he had 6 seasons that he started. His first 6 or 7, he was almost out of the league. So it wasn't like a sustained level of this craziness.
Okay.
Now, when he was good though, he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not even close.
You say he's not close to Shohei as a hitter?
Nah. Because he can't go 50-50. Did he ever hit 50?
That's hitter. I'm talking about hitting. I'm not talking about stolen bases. I don't care about that.
Well, no. Did he ever hit 50 though? Did Ortiz ever have 50?
I'll tell you right now. I got the baseball reference up. Currently, he's at 541 homers, 286 average.
Yeah.
He hit 54 in 2006.
Because there's so much to do, we have to leave in 30 minutes.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, he had his first 6 years were not good. You're right. And 2003 is when he turned up. He had 31. 2004 he had 41. 2005 47. 2006 54.
Okay, he had 50. Okay.
23, 28, 32, 29, 23, 30, 35, 37. So, and then 38. His last year in the big leagues, he had 38.
Yeah, he was a beast that last year.
Last year in the big leagues, bro.
But so not that I wasn't saying that he wasn't good. That's the thing.
You're saying that he's a better hitter?
Yeah, I would say so. Because he doesn't have the lows. So I
like the longevity part of it though, bro.
I do too, but okay. I mean, let's just see.
Give me Ohtani.
Yeah.
2 more years. All I need is 2 more years of this.
Yeah. Because what's he at? Is he at 300 homers?
Shohei?
Yeah.
Already? I mean, he had 102 years, so he just might be.
I'm about to say, and then he's played 5-6 seasons before that.
He at
260, 270?
He's at 280.
Yeah,
so
he's
gonna hit 300 this year. He might get
so
to
if he hits and he's only 29, so he's gonna hit 500.
He might get to 320 this year with 40 more.
Yeah, he's gonna get 500. So yeah, he'll pass him up as a hitter. But yeah, give me a couple more seasons though. Yeah, let's do that. Let's let him get to 400. Let's see. Let's reevaluate it then.
Yes. David Ortiz to me is Barry Bonds to me. You obviously don't do that. You don't like the steroids conversation, but
he's a beast though. By the way,
Barry Bonds to me is just that guy.
Swing mechanics wise, as a person who trains and watches,
crazy,
he's
right?
Almost flawless.
Literally, I don't think there's anything you can really say as far as
it's pretty close to flawless. So that's not the argument. I think that his swing would have played even without the stuff. I just think that it boosted the numbers, the actual numbers. I don't think he would have got those. I don't think you're hitting 73 at 38.
I got you, bro.
He might be the greatest 38-year-old ever. Any sport.
That's insane, right? That's crazy. To hit 73 at 38 is what? In San Francisco?
To hit 25.
Yeah. In San Francisco?
They haven't had, until Willie Adames did it this year, they hadn't had anybody hit 30 homers.
The fact that he hit 30 as well, Willie. Yeah, I mean, he had 220, but
that's the craziest part about it is that it was Willie of all people.
Willie Adames, a shortstop, hit 30.
And it was is his first year there?
Yeah.
Second? Yeah, that's crazy.
And no one else, Buster Posey didn't even hit 30.
Nope.
No one hit 30. Brandon Belt, lefty.
Brandon Belt, yes. Oh, Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence had 27 a couple times.
Yeah, but not 30. And then this dude's at 73.
Yeah, that's
and they didn't have anyone hitting 30 homers. Devers didn't hit 30. So it's like,
Facts.
you know what I mean? Like,
Facts. Yeah, I think he will though.
next year, I got it. Next year.
Yeah, he will. He will pencil that.
But yo, great conversation.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Where can they find you?
B3 Swings.
Already know the deal. Beyond the Scoreboard on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
The next stream, God willing, will be live on TikTok live as well. So you got
we're gonna get right.
Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button on TikTok. Get both so we can get more viewers, more content, more subscriptions, more everything.
We want for our TikTok lives, we want to be more involved with you guys. We're not gonna come in there with no topics. We're gonna come in there and we're ready to debate whatever y'all want to talk about.
Y'all want.
If y'all think y'all better, y'all see something and y'all think y'all know better,
let us
come
know.
on, bring it on. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
See you guys next time on Beyond the Scoreboard.
Beyond, baby. Let's do it.